This show is taking a turn for the.
Oh.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. We got a great show for you today. My guest today, his name's Jerry Booth. We're going to learn a lot about him. But the guy used to drive submarines in the Navy. Now, I don't know if that makes him a commander or not, but, you know, as the general, I'm probably going to refer to him as the commander. I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to go through the trophy room. We're going to celebrate some picks from the Monster Bass community. We're going to go through some golden tickets. We're going to give you guys an update on the BFS rods. We might even talk about my fantasy team. I haven't decided. I'm a little torn at the moment. My team was really good 5 years ago. But first, I just want to see who's in the chat and say hi. RC Fishing, Casta Nasty, Scott Harvey, James Anthony, Cap, Gina Watson. God, we got a lot of people here. And I can tell we got some Tom Brewster. I can tell we've got some of his guests here because I don't recognize some of these names, which is really exciting. Like Brennan, Fishman TV, Man Stuff, Dad Stuff's here, of course. It's pretty exciting. God, people are starting to roll in. Yeah, there's a good crowd here. So let's see. Check. You know, thank you, Cap. We do care about the vets, don't we? I mean, after all, they make the ultimate sacrifice so that I can sit here and do this. Oh, man. Yeah, it's been I got to tell you, Mr. Gambit's here. I really miss Mr. Gambit calling in. I felt like it was back in the day when my dad would listen to AM radio. You know, he's just got that smoothie, silky voice, and he always knows what concerts are taking place at all the arenas down here in Los Angeles. So it'd be good. Brian Rand is here. God, there's a lot of people. Really excited to have you guys here. Army Outdoors became a YouTube member. Congratulations, Ralph, who's now back on the East Coast. Good to have you back. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I agree with T-Rex. Let's get that like button fast. We got to keep me out of therapy. I got to tell you, with the week I'm having, I don't even know if I should bring it up. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I'll swing the conversation in the chat the wrong way. But whatever. I got to tell you, I'm really disappointed with humanity right now. You know, and the whole thing, look, no, I'm not going to do it. Actually, I'm going to do it. You know, when the whole thing with Charlie Kirk went down, I'll be honest, I didn't know who he was. I don't really get caught up in the news and politics because there's so much on TV that you don't know what's real and what's not. And that both sides are arguing with each other over this and over that. And so I looked up this young man and like him or not, believe in what he stands for or not, the guy just brought about healthy conversation amongst the sides. And he was always respectful, at least in the stuff that I watched, right? And I didn't spend that much time, but I got to tell you, when I get onto social media, I am just so disappointed because, look, at the end of the day, here's what happened. A young man was assassinated in front of his kids and his wife, and that's what we should be disappointed with, not what the right stands for, the left stands for. A young man was killed, and it's awful. It's horrible that this stuff happened. It's not about either side, and that's all I'm going to say. But I got to tell you, I'm really disappointed in the stuff I'm seeing on social media. And that's it. And the fact that the video of it is so readily available. Like if that was me What I want everybody to be able to watch the video of me being assassinated. Because every kid on the planet's got a phone and they're all seeing this. So again, I don't care whether you're on the right or the left. I love you all. Used to be you could say you were voting for this guy or that guy, and we all just like okay, we talked about it. Now it's just so ridiculous. I can see things on both sides. Maybe that puts me in the middle. But anyway, enough about that. I'm really excited you guys are here. Really excited you guys are here. So let's get into it. My guest today used to drive submarines. And I don't mean like as a kid when you go to Disneyland, you get to go on that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or whatever, and you get to hold on the thing and look out the window like that I wanted to do. He actually did it. And he loves fishing. So I think we're in for a really great conversation today. So let's give a big Monster Bass family welcome to our guest today, Jerry Booth. How's it going, man?
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, well, listen, I think I'm excited more than anyone else. So first of all, you were in the Navy, so thank you for your service. We're very grateful for all of that. But tell the audience just a little bit about yourself, and so that we've got a starting point with which to work with.
Was born and raised in Alabama, Roll Tide. I was born 8/8/88, so I'm 37 years old. I joined the Navy when I was 17 years old, and I drove my first submarine when I was 18.
Now, what does that mean when you say drive? So are you like, now I'm a general with classified G14 clearance, and you know, there's someone in the crowd ripping lips with Marty Lawson who works at the Pentagon, and he can validate that for you. But like, when you say drove the submarine, like you are the guy driving the whole thing?
So for a submarine, there's actually two guys. And so there's one guy, I was usually the helm. So I controlled, the left and right and the depth. And then there's a second guy beside me. He's like the stern planesman. He controls the angle. So it actually takes two people to drive the submarine. And the way I explain it is, so there's no windows on a submarine, right? That's the most common question I get. There's no windows on a submarine. So think about driving your car and you're blindfolded and your friend or wife or whoever is behind you telling you where to go. You can't see, you don't know where you're going, but you're physically doing it. And so I had somebody behind me giving me the order to, go here, go there, slow down, speed up. So you're essentially driving a vehicle blindfolded. But I physically did it. I drove the submarine. I did 5 deployments. I spent more than 400 days of my life underwater. So, yeah.
Do you get to push the button to fire the torpedo, or is that somebody else?
Somebody else.
And were you ever on a submarine that got to that someone else pushed the button and fired a torpedo, or is that classified?
No, so we shot lots of torpedoes. The rest of that story is classified.
Okay, so I've got 2 Pentagon guys here, Ralph and Marty, and so gentlemen, can we get clearance for this guy? Please text me back and let me know if it's going to be all right to find out what he did, or just get me the files and let me read them myself. So okay. So
they're not even the fun part, man. We shoot missiles, okay? So the torpedoes, that's child's play. But we shot actual missiles, and that's a whole different story. Again, classified, can't say, but we did it.
What can you tell us about firing missiles? Because now I'm really intrigued.
They go up and they go places.
Oh, no. You said you did how many deployments?
5 deployments.
Yep. Which ones?
Which ones?
Yeah.
So my first deployment is 2007, and basically I was an Ohio class submarine, and so we just go out and we are there for deterrence, right? I mean, we're not really there to do anything crazy, but we're there in case something goes down. So deterrence is we're there, we have the missiles, we're on standby, we're ready. And so I did that for 90 days at a time, 5 different times. So from 2007 to 2010, I went on 5 deployments. And then I actually retired medically in 2013.
And by deterrence, you mean intimidation.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So we're on the same page. I mean, I just checked my my classified reference file, and that's what it said in the classified thesaurus. Okay, so yeah.
That's why nobody messes with us, though, at the end of the day, right? Nobody messes with us because we have what we have. And I'm proud to say that I was part of it.
Well, I think I can say on behalf of everybody here, thank you for your service again. And
Yes, sir. Thank you.
we've got a lot of people here. I mean, look, there's Ralph who did 4 deployments to Kuwait,
Yeah.
Iraq,
There
1
you
to
go.
Afghanistan, 1 to Korea. I mean, it goes
Thank you
on
for your
and
service.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much for your service. That is amazing. 20 plus years.
Yeah. Before we get into like the fishing stuff, what was it like to cruise underneath like polar caps and things like that? Was that like really kind of freaky? That fact that you can't actually go up?
Well, I'll tell you, so I was on Ohio class and I was in Georgia. So we would go out. This is going to lose somebody. We would go out in the Gulf of Mexico.
Now known
And
as the Gulf of America.
so we would
I'm
go
just
down.
playing both sides here.
We would go down and basically go up and down the coast. And so we didn't do any caps or anything crazy. Hang out around the Bahamas. We were there for deterrence. So we stayed close to home. Um, and yeah, I mean, I kind of miss it, to be honest with you. I definitely miss the guys and the crew and the bonds that you create. I'm 37 years old, so that was a long time ago, and I still talk to those guys, still miss those guys. So I would do it again today.
And did you ever pull a crazy Ivan?
No, you know what we did? I'll tell you a story I can tell you.
Okay.
And my friends, when they watch this, they're going to be like, I knew it. So we used to do a thing called angles and dangles. And so basically, we're doing this with a submarine, right? We're going up, we're going down. This is under the water, and we're testing, make sure everybody is done what they're supposed to do and everything is secure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so one time we were doing angles and dangles. We're going up, we're going down. We did like 30 down. And I went into the missile compartment room. I put a towel down and I slid down the entire missile compartment room on a towel
Wow.
and slammed into the bulkhead or the wall at the end and got hurt. And then we had to stop.
Yeah, no wonder you got medically cleared. Making decisions like that.
Yeah, it's young,
Did you ever like go fishing out of the sub like when it surfaced?
No, I wish, man. Like that's the one thing I regret. I should have brought like snuck on a rod and just did it. I should have just did it. I never did it. I know. That's probably the only thing I regret in my life. So
Well, that's good. I mean, look, sometimes I look in the mirror and I regret wearing this hat. But hey,
like that's a good hat.
Yeah. Can you get seasick on a sub, or is it different?
It's definitely different. I mean, you got to imagine you're under the water, right? And obviously, the deeper you go, the less you're affected by the waves. But I will tell you, there was at least once we were up near the surface during a storm. And again, the closer you are to the waves, of course, the more you feel it. So when you're cruising around, let's just, for example, say 100 feet deep, you're going to feel those waves in a storm. So you absolutely can get seasick on a submarine. during a storm, close to the surface. During a normal day, you're pretty deep. You don't feel anything. Yeah. A lot of days I felt like I was working in a corporate office. Like, no different, other than just it's really small and really tight and a lot of people really close to you.
And you said you were on an Ohio class submarine.
Yep.
And if my military experience holds true, that was the first class of submarines to carry nuclear warheads. Is that correct?
I think so. We can Google it. Somebody will check us, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure somebody will. Okay. All right. So if you guys are just tuning in right now, our guest today, Jerry Booth, is a retired Navy, and his job was to drive Ohio-class submarines all around the ocean and making sure that the bad guys never got close. And so that's insane. Somebody wants to know, what is downtime on a sub like? Like, what do you do? Do you play backgammon?
This question so much. And so we watched a lot of movies. Like, we watched just a lot of movies. We also played video games. I did Halo tournaments. We played cards. But yeah, we had Xboxes and PlayStations, and we had the PSP, baby. We had the PlayStation Portable. So we played a lot of video games and watched a lot of TV, watched a lot of movies.
No scrubbing of the hull, or is that for somebody else?
Well, we definitely scrubbed a lot. And so just to tell the people, I would drive the submarine for 6 hours at a time. So I would sit down and drive for 6 hours, and as soon as I got done, we had to clean. They called it after watch cleanup. So I just drove for 6 hours. I'm dead tired, and now I got to go clean. And we would have to do that after every watch. And then once a week, we would do a deep clean, a field day, mandatory fun day, field day, and clean the whole thing. So we were always cleaning.
All right, help me understand this, because I'm all about teamwork. But you're the guy driving the submarine. Don't they have like the custodian on the submarine? Because you're telling me that, like, I get done cooking and I got to clean the kitchen. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, we all clean. It's just, no, the thing about a submarine, and I'm proud to say that I'm submarine qualified, is the whole idea is that you can do anybody's job. And so it's not so much this is your job or that's your job. Every job is my job. And so that's the whole thing about submarines. And so cleaning is just part of it. But when you get qualified in submarines, you can do any job. And so if cleaning's my job, that's my job. But I'm really proud that we were trained to be able to do just about anything. That's the idea, especially if something goes down. We were always doing drills, fire drills, flooding drills, battle stations drills. You got to be able to do anything.
All right. I mean, I could keep talking about submarines all day, but if I do, I guess it's not a popular thing since we got 13 likes. I mean, I can't believe we got 13 thumbs up, and we're talking to a guy that used to drive submarines and protect our borders. What is wrong with you people? Like, hook me up. Like, I'm gonna go to therapy today and be like, I can't figure it out. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, because I'm like enamored with the fact that you drive subs. And
favorite submarine movie, Down Periscope.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Down Periscope.
Yeah.
Not you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I've ever seen Down Periscope.
Oh man, that's what you got to do as soon as we hang up.
Okay.
Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, I would like everybody in the chat to tell me their favorite submarine movie, and I think that 90% of them are going to tell me Hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
It's that one, and I remember this other one. I think it was like U-571 or something. Yep. I don't know what the number is. I just remember there being some movie like that.
Yeah.
The Abyss.
There we
Isn't
go.
that an old movie?
Crimson Tide.
All right.
Hunt for red October.
Were you ever on a damaged sub?
No. Nope. Thank God. But nope. Never had any issues.
What was the scariest thing that ever happened while you were on the sub?
So there was a situation where be careful what I can say here, but there was a situation. I was on the mid watch, so I think we started at like 11:30 p.m. You go 6 hours, so it's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to be awake because that's our job. Most of us are asleep, half asleep, and uh, like we're trying to stay awake because you can go full auto, baby. On a submarine, you can click it full auto and it does everything. So on the mid watch, click that baby into full auto and let it roll. So we were trying to stay awake, and all of our gauges froze, and I mean mechanical and digital. Everything froze at 300 feet, and we were in full auto, so we thought it was okay, it was normal, and turns out we were like sinking
Oh my God.
the whole time. So yeah, we went down pretty deep is all I can say. Basically we were just sinking the whole time because we were heavy, too much water on board, and we didn't know because everything froze. The odds of like mechanical and digital freezing at the same depth are like 0.
I gotta tell you, I had a similar experience, not in my sub, but I had a 1-year lease on a Porsche, and it was an electric version. So it was a Taycan, and I'm flying down the highway with my buddy, and all of a sudden the entire dashboard, everything goes dark, and I'm doing like 70, and I'm like, oh my God, like, does that mean like the steering's gonna like go? Am I gonna? And all I remember is like, I took my foot off the gas. I just turned it, and I was like, let's get off the side of the road and figure out what's going to go on. And I was freaked out by that. I can't even imagine what it's like in a port or in a submarine.
Yeah, well, it was terrifying because again, I mean, you have the digital readout, and the digital readout is a computer which can freeze. That's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's mechanical gauges just as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
And they both froze at the same depth at the same time. I mean, I don't know how that even happens.
What's the deepest you ever went in a submarine?
Yeah, I saw that question a lot. It is definitely classified, but I will tell you this. Google max depth for Ohio class submarine, and you'll find the answer.
Why
But
is
I
it
cannot say
classified
it.
if it's on Google?
It's on Google. You'll find it.
But why is that classified?
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of things on the internet that are classified that shouldn't be there.
800 feet. Oh, with a real world maximum 1,500 feet. Come on. You're going way deeper than 1,500 feet. I don't believe that for a second.
It's on the internet. You guys can find it. I won't say.
All right. Ralph, I'm going to need you to find that out and let me know.
You can do it.
If you need help, call Marty Lawson. We need to find out what that answer is. And I want to know. Okay.
Question. I've got it like for the last 20 years.
Okay.
So I get it.
Oh, God, I could keep talking about this submarine stuff. This is so cool. I'm like a kid in a candy store, but I feel like we should talk about fishing. I mean, so I don't really want to talk about fishing. I just want to talk about submarines. Maybe we'll come back to that. All right. So now you're a grown ass man, but creating content, which by the way, if people want to find you on social, can you type your channel in the chat so I can pin it here for everybody?
Yes. Love that.
And Ralph, I want you to know that don't worry about getting fired. You're not going to get fired because remember, you got Marty and myself, G14. Okay. I'm going to put this on the screen so everyone can see it. If you want to find out more about him or you want to follow him and check out his content and see his stories. Bougie Redneck Fishin. All right, so let's talk about fishing. How did it start, and where did the love for this sport begin?
Yes, love the question. So, born and raised in Alabama, again, roll tide.
Right
And
on.
we didn't have a lot of money. It just is what it is. We didn't have a lot of money, so we had to fish. So I've been fishing probably before I could talk. My first memories is 4 years old. I was fishing. So I've been fishing, probably my whole life. Uh, but the thing that changed my life, literally, was when I was 7 years old, I caught my PB. I've never caught one bigger.
What's your
So
PB?
6 pounds, 12 ounces.
Okay, congratulations. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, another guest, another person beating my PB. So let's just continue there. And I've got something else to write down on my notes for therapy.
There you go. I'm here for you.
Okay.
But 7 years old, I mean, that's the thing is I was 7 years old and I caught my PB.
Okay.
So the story, I got to tell you that because literally I think it was fate. So 7 years old, I go to a farm pond in Alabama with my stepfather, and I went all the way to the other side of the lake, and I'm fishing with a pink Zoom plastic worm, a Texas rig, and 7 years old. I'm like Zepco 33 reel, and I go to cast it, and I'm trying to cast it by this tree because I know there's a fish there. There's got to be a fish there. So I go to cast it, and the wind blows. The wind blows, it's one of those casts that goes way off course. It's like in the middle of the lake. And at 7 years old, the first thing I do is I snatch the rod and I'm frustrated. And I'm like, I'm going to reel this in and I'm going to cast again. When I go to pull the rod, I set the hook on the biggest fish of my life. So when that worm hit the water, he hit it. Just, I guess, instantly. Because, I mean, it hit the water, I snatched it and set the hook. So I've probably never done that again. But I just hooked into the biggest fish of my life. And I just love the comments. So I've hooked into the biggest fish of my life, and I'm just screaming bloody murder, like fish on, fish on. And I remember to this day, my stepdad was like, "We'll reel it in, right? I don't care." And this is a massive fish for a 7-year-old. Again, little kid. At this point, I'm in the water.
Massive for me.
At this point, I'm in the water up to my knees. I'm in the lake. And, the bass jumps out of the water and he does one of these. And my stepfather can see how big it is. He drops everything and starts running full speed around the lake. So he's like, he knew it was a big fish, right? And so I struggled with this fish for a while on the Sepco 33. He gets over there. We're in the water. And I finally get the fish up to about our knees. We can see the fish in the water. But at this point, it has a lot of moss on it. And so there's even more weight. I go to pick the rod up so we can grab it. We have no net at all,
Sure. Yeah.
So I go to pick the rod up and the line breaks.
Oh, no.
Like that. I mean, I'm standing there. I just fought this fish. I know it's the biggest fish in my life at 7, and my line breaks. And I just see my stepfather's hand go like this into the water. And I was just like, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. And then he pulls this massive fish out of the water.
No way.
Yeah. I don't know if the bass was so exhausted and it was caught up in the weeds and the moss, but he didn't swim away. And my stepfather grabs the fish and pulls it out of the water. I was like, you have to be there. No one's going to believe the story, and that's fine. But it changed my life because that moment I was like, I love fishing. I love fishing so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, and where did you catch this? What was the name of this lake or pond?
Property. We were there illegally. And so it was just like some guy's property, and we were like, we're gonna see if there's some fish in here.
All right.
Yeah.
Man. Okay. And then let's fast forward. You get out of the Navy, and you just got right back into fishing.
Got out of it, I was busy in the Navy, but I still fish. But yeah, I retired in 2013. They moved me back to Alabama, back home, and yeah, just right away, just fishing roll tide. Just
I don't know.
fishing
Is
as
that?
much
I
as
feel
I
like
can.
that's something that you got to say. Like you got to do whenever
Say
you
it.
say Alabama.
You got to say it. Yeah, if there's Alabama in a sentence, you have to say roll tide. But yeah, I once I got out of the Navy, I was just back to fishing every day as much as I could. Life has thrown me lots of curveballs, but fishing has always been the one consistent thing.
Do you want to talk about any of those curveballs?
Well, yeah, sure. I'll talk about the biggest one. So this
We don't have
year,
to. We don't have to.
it's good. I'm open book. I'm writing a book actually. So,
Okay. All right.
uh, War Eagle. No, man, roll tide. Anyways, so this year, recently, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. Um, yeah, and it changed my life for the better. It really did, because now, um, I say every moment is a blessing. Every day is a gift, and I know that's cheesy, but once you get cancer, it kind of hits you like that.
Mhm.
Um, and I went all in on social media, which is something I've always wanted to do. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a comedian. And then once social media became a thing, I was like, I want to do that. I want to tell stories. I want to make people laugh. I want to be, on camera. And so when I got diagnosed with colon cancer, I was just like, I'm going for it. I'm
Mhm.
just going to do it. I don't care. Nothing matters now. It's like my daughter, which is 5 years old, Claire, she's over here watching me. She's the only thing that matters to me. So I was like, I'm going to do whatever I want, and I don't care what anybody says.
And
So June 5th.
honestly, yeah. And honestly, the lesson in all of this is that's how we should be living every day, because waking up's no guarantee.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. It takes something like this to happen before most people are like, okay, here we go. So now, like, I'm living my best life. I've been telling my friends and family, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like, I'm just going, I'm just living. And so, yeah, so June 15th this year, I started my first video on TikTok. And that's where it all began for me. June 15th, first TikTok video. And it was like me in a kayak at Lake Crescent, Washington. I was catching Beardsley trout, which is one of the rarest fish in the world.
A Beardsley
Um,
trout.
Beardsley trout. Google it. Beardsley trout. One of the rarest fish in the world.
Or you
So,
could just tell us what it is.
it's Lake Crescent is the only place you can catch it in the world. Um, it's basically just a rainbow trout, but it's blue. It's a blue fish. It's
Oh,
beautiful. Yep. So it's blue, very blue. It's called Beardsley trout, and yeah, you can only catch it in that lake. The only place in the world.
now why haven't they taken those and dumped them into some other? Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, but what was interesting about it is I was doing this already. This is my normal life. I go to Lake Crescent and I catch, Beardsley trout.
Yeah.
But to other people, that was like a big deal, apparently. To me, it was just every day or every weekend. So I posted my first TikTok and it got like 4,000 views. And I was like, I don't think that's normal, right? And everybody was like, that's not normal, right? You don't post your first TikTok and get 4,000 views. And I was like, okay. So I just started doing it. And I worked up the courage and I was like, okay, now I'm going to put my face on a camera, right? I want to do my first video ever, really, on TikTok. And I came on TikTok, I told my story, and it got 10,000 views. And I was like, okay, that's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it just right away, I found success with social media, which is not normal. I'm not going to pretend like it is because I don't want other people to do it and be disappointed. It's not normal. But I found success day one. And within my first 90 days, now I have 48,000 followers and over 2 million views.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's my full-time job. This is all I do.
Okay.
I love it.
And I'm assuming you're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
Yep.
YouTube,
Everything.
you're on
Yep.
everything. And how much content are you creating?
So yeah, I think that is the number one reason for my success is I create and post 5 to 30 videos every day, no matter what.
Wait, stop. Hold on. Did you say 5 to 30?
Yeah. 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 So my minimum is 5. If I'm sick or if I'm tired, if I'm having a bad day, my minimum is 5. I won't do less than 5. But on a good day, when I'm feeling great, I'll do 25, 28, 30 easily.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
6-pounder. We're gonna.
I'm having trouble comprehending. All right, so on TikTok, are you there? Is Bougie?
Yeah, Bougie Redneck Fishin.
Yeah, Bougie Redneck Fishing.
Yep.
I mean,
You just love it.
and are you?
Here's free advice just for you. So there's more bots and fake accounts on TikTok.
Okay, so you'll just sometimes it's on the water, sometimes it's you sitting on the couch, but you're literally just
I need your help. My YouTube.
whatever it is, you just make a video.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And so here's the interesting thing to me is people giving advice on how to get into social media. Everybody says you have to have a niche, right? That's a common advice, and it's a good advice, I guess. But everybody's like, you got to have a niche, you got to have a niche. And for me, I am the niche, baby. And so I just talk about everything, like it's all about me, but I'm trying to help people. So it's like a win-win, right? Like I'm getting the exposure here, I'm getting the followers, I'm getting the attention and now the deals. But my goal is to help people. So if you watch a lot of my videos, it's literally like, here's how I help you, or I'm telling you to contact me because I want to help you. I am a big supporter of the supporting dads movement on TikTok. That's a big thing. It started back, I think it started last year. But because I came online in June, it was Men's Mental Health Month, and I rode the wave of dads supporting dads. And because they helped me just immediately every day, I'm like, how do I help somebody? How do I help somebody? These guys like helped me find success so fast. Like, how do I give back? And so every day I post other people's stuff on my stories. I usually don't post my stuff. I post their stuff. I want to help people. I want to teach people how to grow, and I want to teach people not only how to be a better person, but a better fisherman, and just how to make money online so you don't have to do this 9 to 5 anymore. I want everybody to be in my position.
Wow. That's really a compelling story. I mean, it leads me to my next question, right? If your only currency is time, how much time are you spending on this? And when do you find time to sleep?
So I don't sleep much. I work on social media 20 hours a day, every day, and I've done it for 93 days, I think. Yep. 20 hours a day at least. Yep. I don't know. I think we lost the audio. I'm losing it.
No, we didn't lose the audio. I'm just trying to like take that all in, because there's a guy that thought he didn't sleep that much. You just put me in my place, and that's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort, and what I love is that you're not just doing it for yourself, you're actually helping others.
Yeah.
And that's
my first video of me on TikTok, if you go back and find it, I told everybody, when I started social media, I want to help one person. That was like my goal from the very beginning, was I want to help one person, and if I help one person, everything will be worth it. And it wasn't a couple days later, people around the world were messaging me saying, your vulnerability helped me. And I was like, it hit me like, I was like, what? I started getting messages every day. So every time I opened the TikTok app, it was like 99 plus, 99 plus, 99 plus notifications. Just messages every minute. Just like, your vulnerability helped me. As a man coming on the internet and crying and talking about your problems and your mistakes, like, you helped me. And I was just like, I reached my goal so fast. I was like, okay, now what?
Okay. Your goal was like, I want to be able to do this so I don't have to work 9 to 5. So you're sitting at, let's just call it 50,000 subscribers on TikTok. Are you saying you can make enough money off that 50,000 subscribers? Now, granted, I know you got a pension, I know you got all that other stuff, but you can make decent money off of TikTok with 50,000 subscribers?
Yes and no. And so that's a great question, a complicated answer.
Okay.
So yeah, TikTok is a very unique app in my opinion. There's the TikTok shop within the TikTok app. If you only do TikTok shop, and so you're selling stuff on the app, you can make a ton of money. I don't do that. And so my revenue from TikTok in 93 days with all my followers is 4 cents.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So that when you say you're living the dream, is the dream to create content and help others, or is the dream to make money? Like,
Well,
or is it twofold? It's I want to create content, help others, and make money. And if you've only made 4 cents, then how do you go about monetizing what you're doing?
love the questions. I love it. And so I don't make my money from TikTok or any social media app. I make my money from brand deals. And so I'm currently working with 74 different brands that I acquired in these 93 days or whatever it is. And that's how I make my money. And so I get paid from some pretty big brands on to post. I get paid from them directly. And then I have, a bunch of links and stuff. People can go and buy stuff. But I make all my money from the brands doing these deals of posting and reviews and unboxing videos and whatever. And I love it. I love it so much. But the dream for me is to help people. I don't care about money. I've never been motivated by money. Maybe it's because I grew up without money and I found happiness and how to survive with no money. I don't need money. I don't care about money. It has no value in my life. But you have to have enough money to pay your bills. And so I just want enough money to pay my bills and take care of my daughter and be able to do this 24/7 or 20 hours a day at least, helping people. The dream is to help people, and I will keep doing that for the rest of my life, however long that is.
All right, so I want to get started doing this, let's say. Or I'm sure that others sitting here watching this are like, I want to make fishing content and I want to get started doing this. I don't have 20 hours a day to do it. So how many hours a day do I need to do this? Or is it just about committing to be consistent?
Well, yeah, again, I love the question. Great questions. And so, in my opinion, you need to post at a minimum 5 times a day. Minimum. Now, what you can do if you were a smart person, you could jot down some ideas, go in the other room, film 5 videos, and be done for the rest of the day. Oh no, my daughter, my Claire,
Does she
she
want to
ran
come
in.
out?
She was like, "Dad, you're done." Uh, uh, you have to post 5 videos a day, and I think that's the biggest mistake I see with people on social media. Now that I'm coaching in this and really trying to help. Um, And I understand it's hard to dedicate that time. So what I'm suggesting is you take an hour, go film 5 videos, and post it. It can be about the same subject. That's just the way the social media works. You can go and say, hey, I'm going to organize my tackle box and I'm going to shoot 5 separate videos doing it. That's fine.
Mhm.
Right. And then you can schedule these posts on all these apps. You can schedule, okay, I'm going to post, it's going to post at this time, this time, this time, and this time. So it looks like you're online all day. You have your 5 videos and you only spent like an hour doing it. That's the way to do it.
So what would be, and how long are these videos?
So yeah, so I never do more than 3 minutes. You have to think when you look in the numbers and you get really the analytics of social media, most people don't stay on a video more than 3 seconds. It's just a fact. Most people, because we're scrolling, we're on a video 1 to 2, 3 seconds. So I'm not making long videos. I'm making videos that are from 7 seconds to 2 minutes.
Like
So
7 seconds?
yeah. Yeah, and so on TikTok, a 7-second video is better than anything longer because it's a point system the way they do it to push out your videos. And so what you want on TikTok is you want people to watch your whole video. If they watch your whole video, you get points. And if they watch it again, you get more points. So you make a 7-second video to cheat the system, and somebody has their phone open for, 14 seconds, and now they watched your video twice.
All right, I want you to know what we just lost everybody in the stream, and they're now shooting a 7-second video of them like eating a bag
Yeah,
of chips.
yeah. Go watch my videos. Sometimes it's just like, hey, you're the prize, baby. Have a good day. It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
All right. So if somebody wants to contact you about learning more about how to go about getting started in this, do they just DM you on TikTok or YouTube?
Yeah, yeah, I prefer TikTok or Instagram. Just DM me. I check all my messages probably every hour, 20 hours a day. I'm on top of my inbox for social media. So if you send me a question, a message, whatever, I would love, love, love to talk to you about how to get into this, how to build your account. I have multiple friends in this chat right now I helped, and now they're seeing success already with deals. So I just want to help people. Please reach out to me.
Well, Fishing Factor says I got to have a good hook. So I don't like Funyuns. And so I'm going to get 100 bags of mini Funyuns in every video. I'm going to start by smashing the bag of Funyuns, and I'm going to give them a 7-second, whatever's on my mind.
You should. Absolutely. I think everyone should. And I think that's the thing about social media is we tell ourselves it's oversaturated, and we think to ourselves, I can't do that because it's so oversaturated. No, no, we don't have enough people doing this, and it's only going to get bigger. Please, 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 just start your social media today. I'll help you for free.
Wow.
So, I just love it.
And for those of you at home that might be like, I don't know, maybe this guy's full of, whatever. He hit me up, and we didn't get a response to him.
Nope.
And he hit me up again, or he hit somebody up, and somehow it ended up in my inbox. I don't remember how. And I'll be honest, I don't remember if I think I emailed him back and said, let's jump on a call. Or I called him. I think I called. No, I called. I called you up out of the blue and I was like, I'm sorry that this happened. What tell me more. And you're like, I want to help you. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean you want to help me? And he proceeded to spend like 45 minutes with me on the phone, telling me all the things that we could be doing differently to build community. And whenever I hear community, I'm like, I'm all about community. And he proposed all these different things, and I said yes to all of them. I was just like, okay, let's whatever you want to do, let's just figure this out. And so I'm telling all of you watching this right now that he's not full of crap. He really wants to help, and he's going to help us build a bigger, better monster bass community. And so I would encourage you to if you need some help or you're curious about how to get started, this guy might be he might be the real deal for you. So I'm not going to say he's going to guarantee 1 million followers, but he's going to at least tell you how to get started, and then the rest is up to you.
Yeah. Well, and I coach people all day for free because I love it. And I have a lot of guys and gals that have already found success and brand deals and making money. And I follow up with them all the time. This is a real thing. There's no scam because I'm not charging you any money. I will never charge you money. My time is free. It's yours. I just want to help people, literally. So reach out to me and I'll help you.
I mean, all right, I'm blown away. I want to segue for just a quick second if we can.
Yeah.
As you guys all know, we love to celebrate wins. Big, small. I don't care if your PB's 1 pound or if it's 10 pounds. You got a catch that you're really excited about. Head over to monsterbass.com/PB, upload your catch, and every week we're going to celebrate a few of them. So let's take a look at them. This is Doran with a 2.2 pound bass out of Missouri.
I love your shirt.
Yeah.
Look at that. Deadpool, baby.
Yeah. This is Isaac out of California with a 4-pounder.
Nice.
This is Levi out of New York. I think Levi was on last week. I must have take that one off. This is John out of Montana with I think he was on last week too, 4.6 pounds. All right, this is Noah out of Texas with 5.2.
Nice.
And Randall out of New York with a 4.1.
Yeah.
Good work,
That's awesome.
guys. Good work, you guys. And every week we're going to celebrate some wins and show off the catches that you're proud of. So thank you guys for sharing. Really appreciate it.
It's awesome.
All right, let's get into some of these questions that I got. You've got, if there was one content creator on the planet that you could go fishing with, who would it be?
I think Bill Dance.
Okay. Do you have a dream body of water to fish on?
I would take Bill Dance back to that illegal farm pond.
I don't think it would be illegal if you showed up with Bill Dance and they knew.
No. That would be awesome, though. That would be the dream.
What else? I got some questions here. What's your go-to confidence bait?
Rooster tail, any kind of spinner. You can catch anything on a rooster tail, especially if it has a treble hook. I mean, it's like a cheat code, Whenever I get to a body of water, it's rooster tail immediately because I'm like, I can get a fish in the boat, go ahead and break that, and then try something else. Then I'll go to like a Texas rig, some soft plastics, whatever. But I start with spinner or rooster tail every day.
Okay. not asking that. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open the phone lines. If you guys want to ask him a question direct, I mean, I'll be honest, Jerry, this has come back to haunt me because I actually give out my cell phone number, and sometimes I'll get a phone call and it'll be like 4:30 in the morning West Coast time, and they're out fishing and they want to tell me that they caught this. Like, they are so excited, and I'm excited too. But I want to remind everyone I live on the West Coast. So if you've got a question, let's use it just for this.
Yeah.
Don't call me to tell me that, So maybe we'll get some questions. Maybe we won't. A lot of shy people here. But let's see. Of your rod, of the 74 companies you're working with, do you have a rod sponsor?
Yeah, Cast King.
And are all of these sponsorships that you have, they can't be exclusive because you got 74. Are you exclusive in any specific categories?
Not really. A lot of the deals, it's important for me, when you're signing a deal, it's really got to be in your favor, in my opinion, always, or don't sign it. And so my deals are, I'm not dealing with exclusivity usually. I'm like, I want to do what I want. And that's just the way I'm living my life these days. It's I can do whatever. And a lot of my deals, but we have a clause in there, they can back out anytime. Any deal I sign will always say you can back out anytime with no penalty. So anybody that wants to drop me, anybody that wants to move on, cool, baby, that's fine, no big deal. So if they don't like what I'm doing, or in some cases I have gone with a company they didn't prefer, they can drop me, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody.
Fair enough. What's your favorite lure to drop shot?
I'm not a drop shot guy. I just don't do it. I don't like it. I'm not
Because
a fan.
it's boring.
Yeah.
You like moving baits.
Yeah, and so I'm not a drop shot guy. I'm also not an electronic guy. I use no electronics at all. I don't use fish finders. We're not doing any of this stuff they're doing now. Like, it's not a video game. I'm there to fish. So no drop shot, no thanks, no fish finder. I know how to read a body of water.
Okay. How'd you come up with the name Bougie Redneck Fishin'?
Yeah, love that question so much. So born and raised in Alabama, I'm about as redneck as it gets. I mean,
You're wearing a collared shirt. The collared shirt dictates that you're not. So I don't know. Is that the bougie part?
It's a fixed collared shirt though. But definitely redneck, right? Like, I love bow fishing. I have a camo 4-wheeler. I ride everywhere. Definitely a redneck. Been a redneck my whole life. Proud to be a redneck. But I grew up with no money. Like, we had no money. We didn't even know what that was. And when I joined the Navy at 17, I started to have money. And I was like, I don't even know what to do with this. I have no idea. And I didn't get a lot of help or advice from anybody about it because we never had money. And so I just started buying stuff. And I think that kind of continued and never stopped. I buy the nicest stuff. I had like a $5,000 kayak last week. I got a new boat this week. Like, I'm bougie because I want the nice stuff. I never had it. And I've got adult money and I'm going to buy what I want. So you've got the bougie and you got the redneck.
All right. Speaking of bougie, do you have any thoughts on Bass Pro Shops buying Hobie?
Hobie was poorly managed, and I love Hobie, but somebody had to buy them. As far as Bass Pro Shops, I work with them, so I won't say too much. But I'm glad they got it. Somebody's got to get it. I'm sure they needed more money.
Well, they definitely needed more money.
Yeah.
They definitely need more money. I think the big
Yeah.
question is, will they be dedicating enough resources to continue to innovate, or will they always
No.
be looking
No.
at other brands to be like, oh, well, insert brand. Old Town has this, so let's come out with that next year. I mean, that's
I'm an
right.
Old Town guy. I'm an Old Town guy. I've spent $12,000 on Old Towns. I've had 5. Big Old Town guy. But no, I think Bass Pro Shop's taking Hobie on. It's only going to hurt the end user because I don't think Hobie will advance in any way.
Yeah. I think it helps them in the here and the now, but long
Yep.
term,
Yep.
just don't know if the brand ends up holding up in the kayak world, because I think
No.
you
No,
know,
it's gonna be a Walmart brand kayak.
well, your boy Fishing Factor firmly disagrees with you.
I was hoping somebody would, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Let's see, Donald Hearn. When will the popping frog be available for purchase? Which one? Are you talking about the one that was in the product testing program? Because if you are, A, it's not my product. B, I think that's an ICAST 2020. I can't remember if that was an ICAST 2026 or a January 2026 product release. So that I can't tell you. Oh, let's see. We got some more questions.
I love it.
No. All right. No, it was my son blowing up my phone.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Wow, so few questions. Should we go back to the submarines or what? I mean, because I could sit here and think of all sorts of questions like, oh, Caro's here. So you love fishing a rooster tail. What techniques are you not so great at that you're hoping to improve upon going forward?
You know, what I'm focused on, I'll be honest with you, I need to branch out of my comfort zone, right? I feel like I've been fishing rooster tail and Texas rig for 37 years. I think there's a lot of baits that I've just never used, never wanted to use, don't even know how to use.
Okay.
So that's what I'm excited about joining Monster Bass, because I get all these different lures and stuff, right? Like I don't use this stuff because I catch so many fish with a rooster tail.
Okay. What's your favorite? I know you said the pond, but down where you live in Alabama, do you have a favorite lake?
Yeah, we live in Washington State now.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, we moved to Washington, and my favorite home lake here, because I've lived here for 15 years now, Tiger Lake. Tiger Lake in Washington. Kitsap Lake is okay. I go Tiger Lake's probably my favorite. I go there as much as I can.
Bait caster or spinner?
Spinner. Yeah, I'm not doing a bait caster. Spinner's the way to go.
Maybe that's what you should start working on.
Maybe
Pick up a bait caster. If I never picked up a spinning rod again, I'd be happy. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, spinning rod's the way to go. I just taught my daughter how to use it. She's 5 and she's using it better than most men. But it's just the way to go. I love it.
Samantha, what's your ultimate bucket list fish?
I want to catch a hammerhead shark. So I'm a big shark guy. I go out into the Sound, the Puget Sound here in Washington, and I catch sharks all the time. But they're called dogfish, or referred to as dogfish. I want a big hammerhead shark. That's my dream.
What's the biggest shark you ever caught?
I caught one the other day, probably pushing 15 pounds. I mean, they're not very big.
Let me tell you a shark story. So I went down to Florida to do an episode of this TV show, and it was one of the first few shows I'd ever been on, and we were fishing for Goliath grouper.
Yeah.
I catch like, I don't know, 500 and something, at that point, you don't know, 500-600 pounds, whatever number they tell you. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And I thought it would be a great idea. And so I jump in the water with a fish, and I'm like, take pictures to make for great TV. And so there I am with a fish, and, and it's amazing, right? Afterwards, I get out, dry off. All right, let's go. And this is all on film, and I've got it. And literally 30 seconds later, I pull a 15-foot tiger shark.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, you guys never told me that there were freaking sharks in the water. And the guy looks at me, and he goes, bro, it's the ocean. And I was like, oh, yeah. I came so close to being somebody's dinner. And
yeah. I mean, that's what's interesting to me. Again, I'm in Washington State. We have the Puget Sound, which is just a body of the ocean. It's the ocean. So I go out there and I catch sharks, and people are like, we don't have sharks here. I'm like, it's the ocean, baby. You got sharks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Man. Nobody's got more questions. So I go back to submarines. Okay. How many, you're not going to answer this. Damn. How many nuclear warheads can an Ohio class submarine carry? Or how many nuclear warheads does an Ohio class submarine typically carry in its payload?
That's a great question. I think you can find the answer to that question on google.com.
Oh.
I can tell you this. I think this is more interesting than that.
Okay.
It's people ask me typically, what is the sleeping arrangements? Where do you sleep? How many people sleep? There's a lot of stories with submarines, a lot of jokes too. I've heard them all. But on a Ohio class submarine, it's 9 men per bunk room. So think of this like little space, let's call it 15 by 15, whatever. It's a little room, and there's 9 men in there. And so that's, I get a lot of questions and comments about where do you sleep? And we sleep in the missile compartment. So you're sleeping in between these warheads. You got warheads at your feet.
Wait. Wait a minute. We don't have a submarine designer that was like, you know what? The only people that need to be sleeping by the missiles are the guys that got to get to them really fast to put them into the tube. But they're so big, and this isn't the 1950s. We're not actually pushing them in. It's got a payloader, and it's doing the whole thing for you. Like, why do I need to sleep next to a missile?
I thought it was pretty cool, honestly. I got there when I was 18, and I'm like, this is awesome. I got to drive, and I got to sleep by nuclear missiles, and I got to go downstairs and play with torpedoes. It was awesome. I loved it.
I've often thought that a really cool amusement park idea would be if you just had like a bunch of landed holes, and you put dump trucks and backhoes and diggers, and you let like people go and like play with them. Now, mostly it'd be guys like me that would be like, think it'd be fun to go have lunch and 6-pack of beer and then go and, work a backhoe or drive a dump truck. I think that'd be amazing.
That was pretty cool. I like it. You build it, I'll come.
Somebody asked, when are we going to, it was Fishman TV wants to know when we're going to collaborate on a video. And I'm turning on the light while you answer.
Let's do it, please. Like today, tomorrow. Like I love collabs.
Bro, he does 5 to 30 a day. So
yeah,
it shouldn't be that hard.
I love it. I love it so much when somebody's like, "Hey, let's do something." I had a guy on Instagram reach out to me, and he's like, "Hey, let's do a biggest fish, smallest fish competition." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "When do you want to do it?" I'm like, "Now." He's like, "I was thinking Friday, bro." I'm like, "Let's do it right now." Like, let's go.
What's your best? What's the best submarine joke you've heard?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how filtered I need to be. I know we got kids watching.
We got kids. We got to keep it PG.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Another time.
Maybe another time. Okay. Man, I gotta tell you, like I keep asking submarine questions. I don't know that I need to know anything about fishing at the moment, but if there's some other questions, I feel like we should ask them. But if not, no. We are not letting it fly. We've got little kids on here, and I want to keep it kid friendly because
You can DM me. I'll tell you the joke. Anybody can DM me. So
yeah, James Anthony, he's right. We need Monster Bass 18 plus because he's got probably a room full of kids. Anyway, what gear should I use for the moneymaker? All right, well, Daniel, if it were me, I'd grab a lunker stick. I'll tell you which one I got right now. I've got it sitting here on the table. Let me see because I've got it on two different to test it so I can see which one I like. I'm checking it out right now. Yeah.
okay.
I've got it on. I got the moneymaker tied onto a lunker stick, 7 foot medium, moderate fast. That's the one I've been liking the most when I've been testing the baits and playing around with it. Because I'm also testing this bait, which I will show you guys. Yeah, I would agree with James Anthony. Except for I wouldn't agree with him on the Abu Garcia. It's garbage. Wait, did I say that out loud? All right, I'm going to show you guys another bait. This is a prototype that we've been testing. And this is the third revision. And as you can see, if I had to narrow down the lip a little bit, I had to change the angle of it. I had to make sure that, like, when I change the angle, is it going to mess with the treble hook and the magnetic weight transfer system? I've been playing with this thing, trying to get just the right action. The prototype's called the Super Freak. I don't know what we're going to end up at, but that's where we're at right now. Yeah, roll tide. Fight on. But, yeah. How did we get on crankbaits? Oh, somebody asked about crankbaits and what rod to throw it on. The moneymaker. So, no, it's not really a wake bait. This will still dive down to, I probably think this is going to go to about 5 tops. But what's unique about it is because of this L-shaped bill, it's going to really be erratic in the way that it hunts. So instead of coming back, in a tighter line, this thing's literally going to be like all over the place. So when they see it, it's going to look like it's fleeing as opposed to just trying to evade them, or outrace them. So look at T-Rex. T-Rex is already like correcting me.
Yeah.
All right, T-Rex, you're right. It'll go to 6 foot. I'll send you one if you want to test it, T-Rex.
There you go.
Anyway, when will this be in the box? James Anthony, it can't go in the box until I'm happy with the prototypes. And like I said, this is like the 3rd or 4th one that they've given me, and I'm just trying to get it right because I could have sent the last one, but I sent it out and got some feedback. And I'm close. We might have it. I'll know on Friday for sure. All right. You'll test it in the Potomac. Army Bass Outdoor, or Ralph, you live right by Marty Lawson. You guys should get together and go fishing because, like, you're right there, and you both have classified access. So, no, this would not be in next month. From the moment I say go, guys, it's going to take 4 months. It's going to take 2 to 3 months in development or in manufacturing, and then it's going to take 30 days to get it here. So it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Whew. All right, guys. I mean, look, it's been amazing having you on the show today. Not only are you, not only did you get to drive submarines to protect our country, thank you. You forced us to go to Google more than I have ever gone to Google during a live stream to get the answers that you could have told me anyway, but would have probably negated your pension and would have gotten you into a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
Ralph, can't you just get him like a hall pass so he can just tell us all the secrets? I mean, Ralph, come on. You just moved back from California to the East Coast. You're in Virginia. I want you to go see Donald Trump tomorrow and get the document signed for me so that I can know all the stuff about Ohio-class submarines. And while you're at it, see if I can drive one for lunch on next Thursday.
Well, and then I can tell you the Bermuda Triangle stories. I've got a few.
Wait. Are there any that you can tell us right now? Oh. Well, this is not fair. This is not fair. You're gonna throw the Bermuda Triangle out there. That was like this whole thing of like. As a kid, I was like, "Oh, the Bermuda Triangle." I mean, I think even Scooby-Doo had like a show about the Bermuda Triangle.
It's real.
Oh my
yeah.
God. It just got dark here really quickly. All of a sudden, they disappeared. Yes, the underspin is coming. I think T-Rex is wowing me because I pulled out a Scooby-Doo reference.
Nice.
Yep. We got all the good stories, but he won't tell any of us any of it. I think we kick him off the show now. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, honestly, I have G14 clearance. You didn't even salute me. I am so like, I can't believe it. All right, well, listen, like I started saying, I really appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate you sharing your story. Obviously, we thank you for your service.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I hope that you continue to live your life with the level of optimism that you have, and I hope that you beat cancer because a lot of us in the Monster Bass community have been affected by that. I know I lost my father to cancer, and it's an awful disease that I honestly believe could be cured if we really wanted to, but there's too much money, and unfortunately,
Yep.
But if you're ever looking for a place outside the country, I know a place that a lot of my friends' dads have gone to and have seen unbelievable success at stage 4. And so,
You know what though? You know what? I want to say this to everybody. You know what? I say this to myself every day. With my new mindset and this happiness and joy and stress-free life that I'm living, I'll probably outlive all of you. Okay? Like,
truth be told, you probably will. And whether you believe it or not, you're healing yourself right now because we are the biggest, like our mind is the biggest cause of the problems in our lives, whether it's our health, right? Because literally our life is a manifestation of what takes place in our minds. And if we believe that good things are going to happen, they're going to happen because you're looking for good things. If you are looking for the bad things, you're going to find them because I guarantee that they're there. But there's so many good things out there. We just miss them because we're focused on the wrong stuff. So
I think, stress and especially depression is worse than cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to outlive you, baby. I'm living my best life. I'm living the dream. Like,
Well, I hope you outlive me because I'm a lot older than you. Although I am
Long
living
time.
to 100. I've already got my plans for my 100th birthday party. And I did put together a playlist, which I do revise every year because I told my
Nice.
friends, I'm like, I don't want anyone to sit around and cry. I want them to like do what I like to do. I want you to have a big fire in the backyard. I want you to have a bunch of cocktails, and I want you to have a lot of laughs with good music. And so I'm already
Here's what I want, because I've had to talk about it with my family recently. When I go, I want to be cremated, thrown in the river, and I want everybody fishing. Like throw me in downstream, and then everybody bring a rod and just go fishing.
So
Just
chum the
celebrate
water
my
with
life.
Jerry, and then let's all go fishing. All right. Okay, I'm writing that down. Chum water with Jerry. Okay.
Perfect.
Good stuff.
That's what I want. So,
okay. All right. All right, my friend. Well, listen, thank you so much for spending time with us today. I know you've got your daughter right there, and I want to get you back to her before it gets way too late, and so you can have dinner with her. But thank you so much for coming on the show. I enjoyed it. I think I can speak for everyone in the audience. I think they enjoyed it. The only way we're going to know if they enjoyed it is if they hit the thumbs up button. Because if not, I mean, he won't care because he's focused on something else. But you know me, thumbs up equal thumbs up. Big part of my self-worth.
Well, I just want to thank everybody. Thank you to all my friends, family, fans, followers. Thank you for all my supporters. Thank you for the dads. Thank you. Dads supporting dads, vets supporting vets, dudes supporting dudes. Like, just thank you so much. I'm living my dream because of y'all. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And wish you the best of luck. And we'll talk soon.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Take it easy. Right.
Have a good night. Bye. Wow. I got to tell you, I would love to believe. The question I didn't ask him, and I should have, was like, when you first heard that you had cancer, what was that feeling? Because I wonder if the natural feeling is I'm shocked, I'm sad, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die, and then I turned into positive because I'm generally a really positive person. Like I got the same crap as all you guys, right? It doesn't matter what it is. There's always something, but I have generally a pretty glass half full outlook on life, and I wonder if that ever came to me, how I would handle it. Yeah, it's a really interesting one. So, all right. Let me just wait. Cast of Nasties. Okay, so first of all, I'm sorry. So you learned that you had cancer, and so immediately you went to the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and then you turned it all around, or maybe didn't, but you've chosen to have a more positive outlook, is what you're saying. So, wow. Good for you. That makes me happy because I can honestly understand why things go both. I can honestly understand where things can go, where you can go both ways on this. And I don't think there's a wrong way to look at it. Yeah. I want to ask a couple things. First of all, Carol, hi. How are you feeling? Thinking about you, and I hope that you're recovering and feeling better. Somebody had a comment about the product testing forms, or the QR code's not working, and it takes you to a form, and that's correct. It should take you to a form to fill out, and it asks you 10 or 15 questions. Every company asks different questions, so I don't, whatever. Oh yeah, there's John Reynolds. QR codes aren't working for the testers. It's just a form, and that's what it's supposed to go to. You scan the QR code, takes you to the form. What else? What else? Yes, Marty Lawson in remission for 8 years. Congratulations. What else? Chris Phelps, scared. I'm a single father when he's diagnosed with lung cancer. I get it. I don't think anyone would blame you for being scared. I mean, I would be scared too. But if I was told that I've got something and I think it's gonna and there's a chance it's gonna take my life, then do I want to spend the time I have remaining worrying about it or embracing it and enjoying and loving every minute of it like it's my last? I'm sorry for you, my friend. I'm sorry that you were handed this. I am. I'm sure it's not going to be easy. But I don't have cancer. And the one thing that you and I have in common is that we're both going to die. We're both going to die, and it could happen tomorrow. It could happen today. It could happen in a month. It could happen in a year, 10 years. We're all going to die. So I hear you, my friend, and I know it's not exactly the same, but in a weird way it is. So just live every day and do everything that you've ever wanted to do, and don't hold back. Don't hold back. I gotta turn the camera so we can see because it's getting dark here. Don't hold back. So I'm sorry. My prayers, my thoughts and my prayers will be with you and your kid. So wow. I just quit smoking after 30 years trying to stave off cancer. That's a great start. That's a great start. Positive attitude, move your feet, moderate McDonald's. I would never say no McDonald's, right? But you got to look at it as the car, right? It's the energy that we're putting in. Do we want good stuff or bad stuff going into the engine? I don't know. Look, for all of you that are still watching this that have been diagnosed with cancer, or have a family member that has cancer, or have a friend that has cancer, the best thing you can do, besides love them and have compassion, is to really help them see that they're no different than you, because we're all going to die. It may take some doing for them to really see it, but if they see it and embrace it, live each day like it's your last. And if you don't have cancer, live each day like it's your last. Right? Like, oh my God, I'm trying to find some light here. Live each day like it's your last. Oh my God, there's no light in here. It's the worst. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Wait a minute. All right, congratulations. We got a new grandpa. We got a new grandpa in the bunch. Congratulations to you. I bet being a grandpa is the best, right? Because you don't have the same responsibilities as a dad. You just got to go, buy him stuff, take him to do cool stuff. And even when you do stuff with him, like my grandfather used to take me to the bar as a little kid, and I'd sit at the bar and I'd probably get a ginger ale with a cherry in it or something. I thought it was the coolest thing ever to go to the bar and be with my grandpa. And I'm sure, I'm surrounded by, way back then, I'm sure I was surrounded by all these guys smoking cigarettes and stuff. And I'm pretty sure my mom would have gotten so mad at him. But I thought it was cool. And grandpas can do that. Dads can't. Dads, they call child services. Grandpas just get like, don't do that. I'm sorry, Mason. I'm sorry that that happened. So let's see, James. Let's get some good news. Who's got some good news? James Anthony placed 4th at a TBF event. It's amazing. Wait, your grandpa at 41? At 42? All right, so you started young and they started young. I mean, like father, like son. You're all right. I'm sure your kid will be okay. T-Rex. My wife has had cancer 4 times. She's kicked its ass every time, and she's the strongest woman I know. And yes, as a guy that knows Thomas, he does shower her all the time. Like the number of times where he's like, yeah, I just sent my wife on a cruise, or I just got her a car, or whatever it is. He's always taking care of his wife. It's amazing. God. Wait a minute. What else we got coming? Oh my God. This is amazing. I got my 5th child coming on October 4th. Congratulations. You might have to change your screen name, smartass. You know, you can't be saying, oh, my screen name is this in front of your kids, or maybe you can. RC Fishing's going to pick out a ring for his girlfriend. Hopefully she's not watching this live stream. I mean, chances are she isn't, because, I mean, she's got to, but that's amazing. Congratulations. What else? Megamites. Grandpa at 37. Hold on. We got a lot of stuff here. Hold on. I lost 260 pounds. That's amazing. Congratulations. 37. A grandpa at 37. Probably the best looking grandpa on the planet, right? 37? Imagine when it's like bring your grandpa to school day and everyone shows up and you're like, well, where's your grandpa? And you're like, he's right here. Like, no, it's your dad. No, it's my grandpa. That'd be so dope. I'd love that. Won my first small tournament with the help of the box. Congratulations, Caleb. What else we got here? What else? Lost my dad, and we spread his ashes on Owachi? I don't know. All right. How do you rig the Megamite? I mean, you could drag that thing. I'd probably drag it on the ground. I'd probably Texas rig it or Carolina rig it. I don't know. That's a Thomas question. Let's ask Thomas. Oh, somebody just answered it. Texas and Carolina. Ah, thank you, James. Yeah, everyone said the same thing. My kids love the Monster Bass. You know what you got to get your kids? You got to buy the Create a Bait kit, the one where it comes with all the blanks, and they can paint them all. All the hooks are protected. It's so sick. We're going to start selling them on Amazon. Like, literally, it's so good. Let's see. Paxton said thank you for his first fishing tournament of the season is the 27th. Yeah, tell Paxton I haven't sent him his bait yet, because what I realized was I thought that all of those were the new versions of them, and what I found out was I was like, why is this one sinking so fast and the other one's not? Turns out that they sent me 3 of the old ones and 3 of the new ones so I could compare it. And it wasn't, and they didn't tell me until I said, like, guys, some of them sink fast, some of them sink slow. So I will get it to them. And please remind me if I don't. 7th great grandson coming in January. Tom Brewster, how old are you? And if you tell me you're like 50, 20, 46, if you tell me you're like 60 years old, man, that's crazy. Yes, Brian Rand. Strong commitment to family and friends and just fishing. Let's see. How long does it take for the golden tickets? Gina, yours went out yesterday. Today? Yesterday. No, yours was in the last batch. My first kid was at 17. I bet that's a challenge. Scott Harvey, don't get me started on fantasy. Oh, my God. You want to talk about a team? I'm in a stupid 12-person league, and my fantasy team would have dominated 5 years ago. 5 years ago, they would have been so good. Let me read you off my team, and you can see how disappointed I am. I got Patrick Mahomes, Marvin Harrison Jr., Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Kelce, Deebo Samuels. Who cares about the kicker? Who cares about the defense? But on my bench, I got Kyler Murray, Travis Etienne, Keenan Allen, Joe Mixon, Zach Ertz, and Matt Stafford. Like, ugh. I'm 1-1. I'm 1-1. I could do a whole show about football. Wouldn't that be fun just to talk football? How about them Steelers? Yeah, you guys fell back to a pedestrian level. Everyone went out and bought their Favre jerseys after week 1. They're like, oh, he's the savior. We're going to the Super Bowl. Now you all hate him, even though it wasn't his fault. Hold on. William Sullivan just had his 9th and 10th grandchild last month. 9 boys and 1 girl. Can you imagine what that must be like at Christmas? Like, can you imagine, like, first of all, how much money it costs to buy all those little kids presents, and then to watch them like rip everything open? Oh my God, I want to see that. Where's Piper? We need Piper. Okay. I'm waiting for my son to get home. It's great. Eddie, he's been great. Go Pack, go. Yeah. All right. What do you guys say we do some let's see. Way cool. You showed my husband's PB. No Lopez. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I did show his picture. Oh my God. That's a lot of grandkids. All right, fishing with Brassfield. Have your daughter call me. We're going to get a 9-year-old on the phone and talk about the 3-pounder that she caught. I'm going to give you my number one last time. This is exciting. Or you can be daring and put your phone number in the chat for everybody. Be like me. Hold on to those golden tickets, John. We're going to take one call and then we're going to do it. Look at this. This is insane. Oldest is 23, youngest is 9. Look at all these kids. Don't put your numbers in yet. I'm not looking at any of them yet. There's a lot of grandbabies. Let's take this phone call. We got to do this. Where is she? Where's Piper? I mean, truth be told, I really have to go to the bathroom and I got to run over there and pee, but like, I kind of want to like take the call. Is she calling? Wow. 9 grandbabies. Didn't go through. Text me the number. Text me the number and I'll call you. Here, I put it up on the screen. Text me the number and I'll call you. Because clearly we don't want your number out there. We're going to get 9-year-old Piper on the phone. She's going to tell us about probably how she beat my PB. Oh my God, this might be the longest Monster Bass ever. I'm having such a good time. Golden tickets are coming. They're coming. Text me. Oh. No. Text me your phone number. My number's on the screen. Text me, and I will call you. I really don't want to hang on. I don't really want to end this, but I want to give you the chance to text me. Don't worry about calling me. Just text me. Text me your phone number. No numbers yet, guys. Let's go. If not, Piper can call me next week. All right. Give me your golden ticket numbers. If she texts me, we'll call her. I'm taking golden ticket numbers. And while you guys are dumping golden tickets into the chat, I'm going to the bathroom really quick. I love that I can do this. Oh my God. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. All right, I got the numbers. I got it. Hold on. You can enter your numbers, but I'm calling Piper really quick before I call the two numbers.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How's it going?
Well, how are you? I'm doing very well.
All right. So I believe that is this your daughter?
Okay.
Is this your daughter or granddaughter? Hello?
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
So I believe you said that that Piper wanted to tell me a story.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I knew it. I know what that is. You call that number and you use it for who did that? That's so funny. Basically, you do that when telemarketers are going to call, and it's an old man that just sits here and just goes back and forth. All right, you caught me. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, you caught me. You guys got me. Oh, you guys are killing me. That's so funny. All right, I'm looking at numbers. Daniel Sanchez with 385584. I'm going to believe that that's a typo, my friend. I don't believe that I have made tickets with that one. I don't believe I've made tickets for that one. Let's see. Let's see. You guys got your numbers in? Okay, I got the first one. And I'm going back to the comments. I really need to start keeping track of this because I just picked somebody and I really want everyone to win, and I don't want to pick someone that I picked before, but I don't honestly remember who I picked. It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, here we go. I got my numbers. I got my numbers. Here we go. All right, guys. Golden ticket numbers. Now, if you win, you got to email me at rick@monsterbass.com. Take a picture of you and the ticket. I need your phone number. I need your address. And I need your shirt size. I need your shirt size because we've done a great job. We've done a great job of cleaning out my garage. And yeah, hello?
Hey, Rick, it's Bill.
Bill, how are you?
Good. I got Piper on the phone. Sorry about that. I don't know what was crossing my mind when I typed that first number in, but I got you on the line here.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Piper.
Hi.
Hey, Piper, how old are you?
9.
9. And do you like fishing?
Yeah, I love fishing.
What do you love about fishing?
The different kinds of fish.
Do you, when you catch the fish, do you kiss it and then throw it back, or you just throw it back?
I throw it back.
You throw it back. Do you have a favorite bait that you like to use?
I think.
Crankbaits.
You use crank.
Croppers.
Crankbaits and poppers.
Okay. That's cool. Where do you like to go fishing? What's the name of the pond or the lake that you go to?
What's it called that?
Grandpa's Pond.
Grandpa's Pond. You know what? We all had Grandpa's Pond. Every time I go to visit my mom, I'm like, where was it that Grandpa used to take me fishing? And she can't even remember. And we always call it the same thing. It was just Grandpa's Pond. Yeah. Piper. What? Do you get a Monster Bass box?
I watched my dad open them, and they're really cool when I see them.
Do you like painting?
Yeah, I love painting.
You do?
Uh-huh.
What if I sent you a little kit that had some blank lures in it that you could paint, and then you could take them fishing?
Wait, for real?
Yeah, for real.
I would love that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You gotta make a deal with me. So your dad is gonna send me your address, your name and your address.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send you some lure blanks for you to paint. And then you gotta promise me that you'll send me some pictures of the lures that you painted.
I will absolutely.
You will?
Yes.
Okay. Will you? And if you catch fish on it, will you take pictures of the fish too?
Yes.
All right. Pinky swear?
I pinky swear on my life.
Okay. Amazing. Well, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.
Okay. Listen, have a good night and have a good day at school tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll see you later.
Thanks,
Bye.
Rick.
All right. Bye. Oh my God. I heard her gasp at the end. She's so excited. She's going to get some stuff. Let's see. Okay. I was at Golden Tickets. Oh yeah. I picked the Golden Tickets. Okay. So, I'm going to call these out. When I do, email me at rick@monsterbass.com. Take a picture of you in the ticket. I need your name, your address, your cell phone number, and your shirt size. Because we've done a good job of cleaning out my garage and I'm running out of stuff. So I'm going to send you stuff direct from the Monster Bass warehouse, which I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, because quite honestly, it would save me a trip to FedEx. I got to think smarter, not harder. So, all right, Golden Tickets tonight are 38472 and 42031. Congratulations to you guys. I just want to say thank you. I want to say, to everyone, like I started this show talking about like I was just so disgusted with humanity because like there's so much going on in the world and we should just focus on like we're all just humans. We're all just playing the game, trying to live our best lives. And if we focus on that and we focus on being good human beings, we're all going to win. And for those of you that are affected by disease, I'm sorry. We're all going to go through something. Something's going to kill us. And so just live every day like it's your last. That's it. When I wake up in the morning, I'm already winning, so I'm at a 10. Doesn't matter what's going on. I'm like, yeah, I already won. I made it today. So I'll see you guys all next week. I don't know who the guest is, but I'm going to find someone that's going to be good. I don't know that we're going to top the submarine commander, even though he like pulled his little classified thing on me. So anyways, yes, in the good words of James Anthony, 3 F's, fishing, friends, and family. I love you guys all. Have a great night.